Today we are doing The Christmas Creep. It's a bit of an original IP.
A little bit. The idea is, Christmas is slowly expanding in both directions, And it seems like the only barrier we have these days is Halloween. Like, we always thought Thanksgiving was the stopgap.
Right. It's not anymore.
It didn't stop it. Like, Christmas decorations go up before Thanksgiving now. It was not strong enough. So now Halloween is the bastion.
Yeah.
It's the wall that prevents Christmas from getting in here.
Yeah, once Christmas breaks October 31st, then that's it. It's the end of all...
It's the end of the world.
It's the end of all time.
It's the end of all things.
Time is over. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Scream to Scream. I figured the Christmas Creep is an entity, perhaps like the Blob or like the Krampus. I don't know which way we're going with that yet.
I'd say if I had to choose, it'd be like Sam from Trick or Treats. Like
okay.
a spirit of Halloween.
Okay, but this is like a spirit of Christmas, though. It's the kids of the town are defending Halloween from the Christmas Creep.
All right.
Something like, I don't know, maybe I don't know how we do this time-wise, but like I feel like at a certain point, like maybe this is the inciting incident, but like Thanksgiving is over. Like that's once Thanksgiving is dead, like Christmas kills Thanksgiving, and now there's no barrier.
That's the pre-Christmas dinner is the Thanksgiving dinner now.
Yeah.
It's just another part of Christmas.
Maybe like that's like at the intro, like Thanksgiving is over, and like the kids are like, that means Halloween's next. We have 1 year to prepare, something like that.
We have to stop it.
I can kind of see this as like taking place over like 2 years. Like it starts off in Halloween. The kids love Halloween. We establish how much they love Halloween. And when Halloween's over, like, Thanksgiving, that's fun. And then like there's like a news announcement or something, or like...
How about, instead of doing it that way, it's one of the situations where the kids know that like they love holidays. They enjoy Halloween. Okay. Halloween's their favorite, but they still like Thanksgiving because they like eating some good food. They get to hang out with their grandparents, and we establish in the beginning of the movie.
One kid's really into pumpkin spice.
Yeah, they love pumpkin spice.
They love it all the way to December.
Like we'll open on a Halloween, and they love Halloween, and Halloween's over. The kids are kind of bummed about it, and one of the parents is like, hey, it's just another month until Thanksgiving, and then just another month until Christmas after that. Don't worry about it. I'm like, yeah, they're right. But then Thanksgiving never happens. Yeah. The parents don't even know what the kids are talking about.
Ooh, yeah.
It's been erased.
It's been erased from their memories, like through dark magic.
Yeah.
And then there's like this like little like you put that like that Sam image in my mind. I'm picturing like this little Yeti is the Christmas Creep. And he's almost like a Jack Frost. Like he like brings the snow and the frost. He touches things.
Yeah.
And he erases Thanksgiving. I really like how we start this off. We have a bunch of kids, like maybe like they're friends, maybe some of them are like siblings. I don't know. There's like a group of 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
And we just see how much they love Halloween. Like that's their introduction. It's Halloween.
Halloween's their favorite holiday.
We can even like set the tone because it's Halloween. Scary stuff can happen, but it's like, it was just a cat, that whole thing. I think that's perfect for setting the tone of this movie. Perfect time of year for that. Then Halloween's over. If Thanksgiving gets erased. That's the inciting incident. That's when the kids are like, what's going on? They're texting each other. We can do like a whole like scene where like, it's like, hey, my parents forgot about Thanksgiving? Like, my parents forgot about Thanksgiving too. What's going on?
They said they never heard of it before.
And then like they go to Wikipedia and there's no Thanksgiving.
There's no entry for Thanksgiving.
It's like, what happened? Like, I know Thanksgiving exists. But the Christmas Creep doesn't erase history. It just erases memories.
Yeah.
So like there's still proof of it, like in old books and stuff, but not on the internet. So now they have to, now there's a problem. Now they have to solve it. When do they see like the Christmas Creep? I guess that would be like the act break. That's sort of like that's into Act 2.
Do we want to have like a wise old figure who might be able to help them out and like tell them about the creep, like introduce the concept of the creep a little bit early? Or do we want it to just be like they experience the creep?
Interesting.
Because you could have like a homeless person the parents don't want the kids hanging out with who seems like a nice guy.
We could do that.
And then we can kill that guy later.
Well, we could. I was thinking it could be kind of fun, whoever it is, for them to have a bit of a Santa or a Father Christmas appearance.
I was gonna say like a white bearded like homeless man that lives in the woods. Like we don't really necessarily need motivations for the villain outside of he's doing a bad thing because it is just a monster movie.
I mean, it does sort of give us more. It gives us more incentive, like if he's just trying to take over holidays, that's one thing. But like if he wants to kidnap children only within his designated time frame, that's also like that adds more tension, that adds more urgency. So I'd be open to that idea.
I mean, it gives the villain a little bit of a motivation, and it also puts our characters in danger, which is what we want in a movie that's supposed to be a little bit spooky.
Otherwise, there's nothing. They're just like, oh no, I guess it's Christmas earlier. So he should be a bit dangerous. Does he talk? Is he like, what kind of monster is he? Is he like a silent, like a grim specter?
I was thinking probably just creepy giggles kind of thing, like no words, just like unsettling sounds and laughter.
Yeah, like what's like imagery of Christmas turned creepy.
Like for all intents and purposes, our monster or monsters could just be Krampuses or Krampi.
Ooh, yeah.
And like the kids, that's a weird word. They're not going to latch onto that. But Christmas creep, like that's the kind of thing a kid would get into.
I think maybe they coined the phrase Christmas creep. Like it's almost sort of like a Rugrat sort of thing where they hear people say something and then they like apply the wrong meaning to it.
Yeah.
Where some people are like, oh, that Christmas creep, and they're like, what's the Christmas creep?
I knew it.
That's the Christmas creep. I saw the Christmas creeps. Son, there's no such thing as a Christmas creep. How do they defeat the Christmas creep?
I would definitely be pro Spirit of Giving if this was a Christmas movie, but I'm picturing this more as a Halloween movie.
Okay, yeah.
In which case, maybe it should be the Spirit of Halloween.
Spirit of Halloween.
So, like, really getting into costume, because I'm thinking the reason why...
Yeah.
The reason why the Christmas creep's able to, like, make...
Because they're defending Halloween. That's really what it is.
Yeah, it's about defending Halloween. The reason why I think the Christmas creep's able to roll right over Thanksgiving is, like, Thanksgiving's supposed to be the spirit of thankfulness. It's supposed to be, like... But that's not what it is. It's just about eating food.
It's about eating food, yeah. That's what all it's about.
And, that's not strong enough to stop something like the Christmas creep. So it just becomes another day of, like, celebrating the upcoming Christmas season.
Yeah, I like this because once the spirit of Halloween is just the same thing as Christmas, buy a bunch of crap, then it becomes, it gets taken by the Christmas creep.
So, like, maybe the Christmas creep, its weakening of Halloween is, it's too dangerous to trick or treat. You can't wear masks when you go out anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it's really taking the spirit of Halloween apart bit by bit. This is really the real world I'm talking about now. Yeah. Because, like, trick or treating.
Yeah, we can tie that in. Yeah. Like, this could be, commentary.
And Halloween has just gotten smaller and smaller to the point where, like, in the past few years, I can remember at least 2 instances where Halloween was quote unquote canceled on the day of Halloween, and then, like, a couple of days later in November, a smaller Halloween happened. Obviously very local. It was usually limited to, like, certain towns.
That's gotta be it. That's gotta be the thing.
No, right?
That should be the thing that motivates, like...
I have a really good scene in my head right now.
Well, what I'm thinking is, like, at the low point of the movie, that's when they find out, oh, Halloween's canceled. It's going to be moved over. And they're like, no, not tonight. And they go, like, ringing all the doorbells. And it's like they're trying to unite the kids of the town. Like, Halloween has to happen tonight or it's never going to happen again.
Yeah.
So.
To set up that scene a little bit better, I'm thinking, so the reason why Halloween was canceled in a couple of towns in western Massachusetts is that on the day of Halloween, there was a snowstorm, and that's kind of a great situation because you could have, like, your parents, the parents of these characters, like, or at least our main child, like, their mom is in front of them. I'm sorry, but we can't do Halloween tomorrow. It's gonna snow. Don't worry, we'll do it a few days later. But it's nice. It's gonna feel like Christmas tomorrow. Feel like Christmas tomorrow. Feel like Christmas tomorrow.
Oh, that's very good. yeah. They're all ready. So yes, I think that's the thing. They're all ready.
Like, they've been gearing up for this fight against
and
the Christmas creep for a while.
And the snowstorm happens, and then the third act is they go out in that snowstorm and they trick or treat. And they get through it. And there's danger because there's, like, you could barely see, and like maybe there's like a Yeti monster, like all these like snowy creatures or whatever.
Like the creeps are out there.
The
Christmas creeps are out there. There's so many like things that people say that naturally fit into this. Like you could be getting ready for Halloween, and it's like, now remember we talked about you don't talk to the creeps.
Yeah. I think the middle, it feels like it's that sort of oh, I saw a monster, and then I'm like, oh, you didn't see a monster, but every kid sees. It's very much like It. It's like,
I was gonna say, it's like a haunted house movie, or It's like the middle part is where the spooks they're happening in there. Like it's establishing that there is danger. Like the kids aren't necessarily dying. We might be able to like pick off one or two if we wanted to. I imagine if we do have this wizened homeless man that's helping out the kids, like he'll probably die in Act 3 as like a self-sacrifice. Like, go knock on those doors. He's just pulled into the snowy background.
Trick or treat.
You trick and you treat. You understand me? You trick and you treat.
And they're like egging the monsters.
Toilet
paper. They're weak to eggs and toilet paper.
Like it's the spirit of Halloween. Like if they have candy, like they're getting that.
Oh, I got another great idea. There's a bunch of older kids that pick on them all the time.
Ooh.
But during this, they team up. It's like, hey, you kids, you need some of these, and they open up like a bunch of eggs and toilet paper. It's like Hell Night just came a day early this year. Or wait, was Hell Night before or after Halloween?
I think it was the night before, but like I also feel like it was kind of flexible. I like the idea of the bullies. Like, we could have them earlier on, making fun of them for doing this.
They're like the soft villains of the movie.
Yeah,
but they team up at the end.
Whoever our main character is in this group of kids, he's the one that becomes obsessed. Like he maybe Halloween. Sorry, goddamn it. Thanksgiving's canceled. Like that's our inciting incident. But how is it canceled? I'm thinking like he's walking home from school one day, and he sees like a bright lights next to him turn on out of nowhere, and he looks and he's like, well, Christmas lights? That's weird. Like he's walking down the street, there are wreaths, and like he swear, like even the camera, like you see the street, there are no wreaths, there are no Christmas trees, there's no lights, but then they start appearing one by one, and like he gets a glimpse of like this creepy little thing hanging up a wreath and it sees him.
I'm seeing this scene as you're describing it, and he's like looking at a door, and then he hears like a rustling, and he looks behind him, and all he sees is the wreath going like like
swinging.
It's just been hung.
But once the parents forget what Thanksgiving is, we could send him off into the he wants to figure out what's going on. He's obsessed now.
Yeah.
So we could have him moving into the rest of the situation, like listening to the homeless man who has like these ravings about it, but he believes it. The other kids are like, Timmy, like you're your best friends, but this is weird. Like you can't be talking to Crinkles over there. Like you're in the library all the time. I know we're nerds, but like we're not that big of nerds. It's like you don't understand. It's weird. It's weird that they forgot Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is real.
We remember. Maybe our parents are just playing a prank. No! I saw it.
So then what happens all of Act 2 though? Like that's the thing, like what do they do between November and the following October? Like that's a full year.
I'm thinking we do this in kind of the It way, where one kid does experience it, the other kids don't believe him, but then they start catching glimpses of things.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Like the creep could be like setting up because you're gonna have reports on the news like it's gonna be a nice day for trick-or-treating, but then like as it goes on, like it's looking like it might be a little bit rainy this this Halloween, and that's getting closer and closer to snow. You could have parents talking about like, I hear it's not safe, so like maybe we won't trick-or-treat this year. Like you're getting the signs.
Maybe one of the friends is going as like Santa for Halloween. It's like, you take that off right now.
It's like, that is not a Halloween costume. Like the kid could be watching the news and can like literally see like a creep like kind of in the background of the news scene. Like the newscaster's eyes are kind of blank and glazed over.
It's like They Live, but you have to be a kid instead of wear sunglasses.
Yeah. Like they have the spirit of Halloween in their hearts, so like they're seeing the signs.
Yeah.
And that's like Act 2 again could be like the spooky scenes, or like the creep is tormenting the kids because he knows they're the only things holding him back.
There's also like the I feel like it's called like the Candy Witch. this is like a thing that people do now. Like, are you familiar with this?
No.
So it's sort of like the Tooth Fairy, but like, you know, to get your kids to not eat a whole bunch of candy is what you do is like you put candy like out for the candy witch, and then the next day the candy's gone, but you have a toy instead. So I think it's called the Candy Witch, but I don't know if there's like something to that.
What will parents think of next to rob their children of candy?
It's the Switch Witch.
The Switch Witch.
Switch is at the candy for toys.
It's kind of the Trojan horse for this because presents isn't Halloween.
It is.
It's a Christmas thing.
That's a real good. That is the Switch Witch is a Christmas creep.
Yeah.
It's just maybe she's like the maybe she's like their friend. Maybe she, instead of the old man, maybe she's the one.
The Switch Witch.
But she switches on them at the end, like they can't trust her. Maybe that's the lowest point is when they find out the Switch Witch has been working for the creeps this whole time.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
It's like, isn't it all about the spirit of giving? No, that's What's wrong, Billy? Switch Witch.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
Just give me the candy, Billy.
I like that.
The only problem is, like, that requires Halloween to have already happened, so it would have to take place a little bit later in there.
I mean, the Switch Witch exists other times of the year. She's just not on her game unless unless it's Halloween.
Switch Witch can be a helpful librarian that's feeding them information or something.
Yeah. Maybe the librarian's the Switch Witch. That's kind of interesting.
Because the Christmas creeps, they get a sick thrill of the kids knowing they're going to be eaten.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, they're doing this so that they can feast on bad children at all times of year. And who's to say what is good or bad, right?
Maybe she's the librarian. She's always eating candy. And it's just like, that's a little weird. Like, I grew up like candy, but she eats more candy than I do.
Yeah. Like, that's all they ever see her eat.
Yeah.
Like, it's her lunch break, and she just busts out a bunch of Snickers bars.
Yeah, like maybe.
But they're like the king size bars. It's the good stuff.
Yeah, like maybe part of like this, like maybe like Act 2 is like them trying to solve this mystery. Like they don't know what's going on. They're seeing weird things around their town. Like Brandon's stuffing her face with candy, and then there's like all these little weird gremlin things that they think they might be seeing.
The parents keep on talking about how Halloween's not safe, and how like, you know, the weather's getting worse and worse. It's getting colder and colder.
Yeah.
Like, they know something's wrong. The kid, our main character, like, they're starting to believe him maybe a little bit. I think Act 2 is, like, it's the haunting section. Like, where you get the creepy things. Like, the kids are learning more. It's the gathering of information. Like, that's the middle.
And maybe there's, like, the parents are like, oh, yeah, you know, the Switch Witch is gonna come this year. And, like, maybe, like, the younger sibling is like, oh, cool, Switch Witch. And, like, the older sibling's like, no, that's not Halloween. That's not how it works.
Halloween is about trick-or-treating and eating candy. It's not about presents. That's what a Christmas thing is.
Oh, man, wouldn't it be so cool, like, if like in like, the Act 3 kind of moment where the Switch Witch offers, like, the main kid a Nintendo Switch.
Ooh.
It's like, come on, just take it. Just give me your candy and you could have it all. Could have everything.
You give me your candy and your costume, you get a brand new Nintendo Switch.
Oh, your candy, I need it.
I'll include the new Mario Party. You know, even when you get right down to it, Christmas, the spirit of Christmas used to be one about community, giving.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's more about, like, the consumeristic need to spend money to fuel the economy. Yeah. Like, the Christmas creep has never been about celebrating Christmas. The Christmas creep's about, like, Christmas sales, like Black Friday,
right.
Cyber Monday, like it just gets bigger and bigger. Like this old man could literally be Santa Claus.
Oh man, that could be a thing where it's like, wait, what happened to Thanksgiving? Isn't or it's like, wait, hey mom, isn't there something that we should be doing this week? Oh, Black Friday? Before that? I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you talking about Grey Saturday? Friday, Thursday. Grey Thursday?
Grey Thursday? Yeah, what?
Cyber Monday? You know it's just sales week this week.
It's sales week. Happy sales week, everyone. Like, what's going on?
I hear next year sales week is going to be sales month. Mom, no.
Yeah, and so the Santa man is sort of keeping tabs on.
He knows the kids, like, they might be able to reverse this. But first, like, you need to hold the line. You don't take back a lost ground until you stop losing ground to begin with.
And then maybe there's like, I can see like a fight between him and Switch, which is like, you're taking my job.
And then, of course, Act 3 is this frantic trick-or-treating through a blizzard.
Yeah.
The kids know, like, right off the beaten path is trouble.
Somehow they know, I don't know how they find this out, but somehow they know that if they can get to every house, then they can break the spell.
I mean, I feel like we could have them find out in the simplest way possible, which is old homeless man just straight up tells them. Maybe we could give them a reason, or at least the main character. Like, I'm really picturing a bit of, like, there's the lead kid, and then there's his friends, or her friends, whichever direction we want to go. But, like, do we just want to have them love Halloween because they love Halloween, or do we want to give, like, the main character, like, a personal reason?
Yeah.
Like, maybe instead of the parents taking this kid to trick-or-treat, it was always the grandpa. Like, their fun, Halloween-loving grandfather. He died, but, like, Halloween will always be, like, you know, he's never really gone as long as Halloween's around. Like, your grandfather's always with you when you're trick-or-treating.
That could be good.
Like, it really gives it a personal, like, you're not taking this away, because it's not just losing Halloween, it's losing my grandfather all over again. Yeah,
like a personal thing. Like, I think that's a good way to
a nice emotional stake for this character.
Yeah, and I think like other kids kind of. I want a pumpkin spice character.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to have
he's got all the cereals and just like, it's like drinking coffee already.
Like, I think our main character having it be like a family thing, like it's a reminder of his grandfather. Nice personal touch. Like you could have another kid he's the weird kid. Like if I had to self-insert, this is the character I would self-insert as. Like, it's the kid who October 1st is there, and he's eating monster cereals. He has one of every box on the top of the fridge. He only watches horror movies every day of the week. Like, he's the Halloween kid. It's part of his identity. And he's like the comic relief in a a ways. Like, there's a lot of fun, like, kid tropes you can just turn
like
into characters.
Goth kid, that's like always a thing. Like, I know we've kind of touched that on other episodes of Screen to Screen, but like, I don't know, just like a fun flavor of character.
Yeah.
Like it's like all you guys are just putting this on. This is my face.
Yeah, well.
It's like, I live Halloween.
I was born in Halloween. You merely adopted it. Thanks, Bane. Goth Bane.
That's fun. Yeah, I don't know. Like, bunch. Yeah, maybe there's like got to be the naysayer kid.
I was gonna say like probably like a peppy, rule-abiding kid who like likes Halloween, but likes being liked by the adults more.
Right, yeah.
And they're the one that like you really have to convince to do certain things.
Right.
That way we can have that kid that's gonna have that internal struggle of like, do I stay loyal to my friends, or do I do what I think
right
it's been taught to me is right, which is listen to adults.
Yeah.
Because
it's like, I feel like that's like maybe the theme. The theme is like, it's sort of like They Live. Like, you got to see through it all.
Yeah.
Like, you have to think for yourself. I think that's really at the core of this.
I feel like a major thing for children's movies is there's always that moment where the kids have to realize like adults aren't always right. It's not just like listen to your elders. It's listen to the elders, but like consider what they're saying.
Consider it, yeah. I think that's definitely like the theme here of this movie. The Christmas Creep, it's sort of like if you just say yes to everything, you just let things go, then Chris is going to creep up on everything.
Exactly.
You're going to lose everything because you don't think for yourself and step in and do something.
It's about your own convictions.
Yeah. I think that's a good story arc. Maybe that's part of like the kids, thing. Maybe that's what like the bullies, like he stands up to the bullies, like, maybe he goes to them for help at the end.
Yeah.
And like, they believe him, and they like, or maybe like the head bully does one. It was one of those things where like he's got his cronies, and they're just like talking trash. He's like, wait, I want to hear this kid out.
Yeah.
They defeat the Christmas Creep by trick or treating. What is the world now having solved the issue. Like, what does post? Is this an ongoing war, or?
I feel like it's one of those like the story continues endings where the kids are they succeeded, they won.
Yeah.
But like they didn't take back Thanksgiving. Like I feel like the sequel would be Christmas Creep 2: the War for Thanksgiving or something like that.
Or maybe that's like it's like, what do we do now? We're taking back Thanksgiving.
Exactly, like that's the end.
And then like then I see like the credits. Like it's hard for me to describe this. It's like we're taking back Thanksgiving. Then smash cut to credits, and it's like this this very like harsh splattery effect, but it's like feathers and like cranberry sauce, like as if it were a zombie movie, and you're seeing like blood splatter across the screen. You're seeing like gravy and sauce and like onions and like in cream sauce and stuffing, and it's just like and it's just like this like really intense, like they're taking back Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I think that would be very fun.
I like it because like the final shot of the movie could be like, you know, our main character, his arm's broken. He's using his candy sack as a sling.
Yeah.
He's holding his little sister's hand as they walk down the street, like, and like the little sister just like, what are we gonna do now? We're gonna take back Thanksgiving. And then like smash cuts to your gravy and giblets on the screen.
Yeah. I also kind of see like this is like a different ending and maybe like a little bit of a lighter ending, but it kind of ties up some loose ends. They didn't destroy Christmas. They destroyed the Christmas Creep. Yeah. So I could see a thing that could sort of visually show that is like, you know, a few months later and now it's Christmas and they look out the window and who's out there? It's the homeless man. He's back and he like, thanks kids.
Yeah. That could be the post-credits.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I really like scenes like that for post-credits scenes.
Because it's like I don't have to bring the old man back, but if Christmas is what it's supposed to be now, then it makes sense Santa's happy again.
Instead of post-credit scene, I'd say it's
mid-credits,
like early credits. It's a children's movie, which means the parents are usually just going to drag the kids out before the credits are over. But we want the kids to see that part.
Right.
So like right after that Thanksgiving like slashy bloosh fun thing, like you get the first
like the main characters,
the main cast, they get their animated credits.
Right.
And then we get the scene with the Christmas happening. It's clear, it's a real wink and a nod to him really being Santa Claus, and then like the rest of credits roll.
I can see with the animated credits, I can see it's like stills of them like dressed up as turkeys, like punching, like it's just like comic book style.
Yeah. Little text bubbles. I'm thankful for my fist.
Right. Yes. Like a whole. We do the whole sequel.
Yeah.
In the post. Yeah. In the credits. I like that. That's fun. That was the Christmas Creep, and that's not the. No. We have one more day of Christmas. This is October 30th, I believe.
Oh, so in that case, tomorrow is Halloween. So get out there and celebrate the spirit of Halloween. Yes. You keep that Christmas creep at bay.
Keep the Christmas creep at bay, and have yourself a merry little Halloween.
Yes.
That's it for Screen to Screen. Got anything else you want us to turn into movies? Leave it in the comments. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.